You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant.
Truly Unruly, we're back. My name is Kel, joining, as usual, the great Marcus and Jessica Trufant. What's up, you guys?
What's up? What's
Hey,
up?
Kel.
The great. I like it. I
Yeah.
like
You
it.
guys are great. You guys are great. You've graduated to great.
Yes.
From
Thank you,
awesome to
sir.
great. No, okay. I just want to get right into this because today's episode, y'all, I've been sitting on this one for a minute. I've been
Oh, boy.
waiting for like the timing to be right to talk about this. And I think the timing right now is good. You and I, Marcus, had kind of in a text message, I kind of let you know what was up. And then your response, you're like, I've been waiting for this. Okay, today, you guys, we are going to talk about child support because that is it's one of those kind of, I don't want to say hot button topics, but it's like one of those kind of like spanking your kid. It's a kind of a hot button topic.
It can be a sensitive topic.
Sensitive. They could be touchy.
Yeah.
People easily offended by
Right.
if you're not on their side of the fence.
Right.
How they feel.
But before we even like dive right in, I think I'm gonna throw this disclaimer out there.
There you go.
I think well,
With all due
When there's
respect.
right.
With all due respect.
Right.
red flag.
Right.
So I know everyone on this show, we all agree, and probably just about everybody else that is listening and watching this agree that regardless of what the situation may be, children should be taken care of and supported. I think we all agree on that, right?
Facts. Those are all facts.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't want anyone to be like, oh, fucking asshole. No, like we all agree that kids at the end of the day should be taken care of. Now, when it
Right.
comes to spousal support, that might be a little different, but I think we all can agree that children should be taken care of
But
All right.
By both
spouses
parents.
should
By
not.
by both parents. Well, no,
the
spousal
people that
support can go.
created them.
Well, the thing is that the spousal
There's so
support
many
can go both ways.
There's so
Let's
many
do it. Let's do it. Woo!
factors,
Well,
scenarios,
real quick.
and it just
But spousal support can go both ways. I mean, there's women that are paying men spousal support, and it's like, dude, go get a fucking
Yep.
job. So, all right, let's get into it.
All right.
First off, just how do you guys feel about child support, and do you think it's fair?
Yes, I do think it's fair. Especially if the parent is not in the picture. But that's why child support happens. See, I don't know these things because I've never had to go through them. But I do think it's fair because, like you said, all kids need to be taken care of. And like you said, by both parents. So if you are not going to be physically in that child's life day in and day out, no brainer.
I think there's the thing about this child support thing is there's so many,
Layers?
not so many layers, so many levels to it, so many different
Did I just-
situations. So
I
it's
think I just
hard
said
to
that.
put a law to it or put a rule to it because there's some situations to where people could take advantage of it. And that could be the men and the women, right? But child support, I do approve of. I do stand on, I guess, whatever you want to say. But I don't know the law exactly to the letter, but I just know there's a lot of loopholes that leaves people,
Screwed?
screwed and in the dark or
Right.
feel like they're being mistreated or they're being taken advantage of. And
Right.
I mean, it happens.
Well, when you think about like the cost, the yearly cost for a child, are you kidding me? You're like in debt because of your child. They're so expensive. So you need that support. I don't care. You need that support.
Now, Jess, quick question. What do you think it costs realistically for one child a month, would you say?
Hella.
Like, could you put a number on it?
Well, it depends on, there's many things that it depends on. It depends on what, do they go to public or private school? Are they in any activities? Are they going to the doctor every 5 minutes? Do they have braces? There's so many things. So,
question, Kale.
I think
a teacher, sir. I got a question.
it just depends. It varies. It varies.
So
from
this
child
is
to
my
child.
thing, though. So to put a round number of what it costs to raise a child, that could be different in every situation.
That's what I just said. It varies,
right,
from child to child, situation to situation.
Right. No, but I know it's expensive in general, and it costs to feed a kid, to clothe a kid,
Right.
and to do everything else that comes with it to create this positive experience for the child. But to be honest, a lot of that is fluff. If you break it down to just living and making the experience a positive experience, you could turn, the kid doesn't need steak. They could have.
We're not talking about steak here.
Top ramen.
We're
type
talking
of stuff,
about.
though. But I'm saying
But we're talking
that's
about
the differences.
kind of the basics, though.
The basics are expensive, but that's what I'm saying. The loopholes and the differences in the way of living or the style of living or the type of living you want to have.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah.
So,
Okay, so so real quick, so we can have like a kind of like a buffer of area. I'm speaking now. What I have right here is the average amount of child support that in 2020. Okay, so if we think about just middle class America, right? The average amount of child support due was $5,760 per year. That's less than $500 per month, and that was from May 14th, 2020. Okay, so that's the average. Now, if we were to bump it up and let's say get into the higher tax bracket, and let's say the upper, we'll say 20% or 15% of America, then that's where it starts to get weird, where it's like, okay, why should I be paying somebody $50K a month or $30K a month for a 4-year-old? So for instance, here's a list of pricey celebrity child support totals. Okay, Alex Rodriguez, $115,000 a month. Charlie Sheen, $110,000 a month. Brendan Fraser, $75,000 a month. Puffy, $55,000 a month. Nas, you remember he was paying Khalees $51,000 a month. Eddie Murphy,
can he still do that?
$50,000 a month. Now, how does a child that, let's say, is 10 years old, okay, even if they're doing extracurriculars, you need to be paying $110,000 a month for?
Well,
I get it. Is that the whole like? You're
paying for the lifestyle that maybe the mother had gained from being with the person or whatever. You're paying for the child and for the lifestyle. That's like
right. But if we're not together, but if we split up and get divorced, you don't get that anymore.
You've got to.
Why do you still deserve to get that if we're not together anymore?
The lifestyle leaves.
You've got to.
Right, the lifestyle's gone now. So what?
I don't make the rules.
No, I know you don't, Jess. I'm not getting at you, Jess. I'm just saying in general.
No, I'm kidding. But seriously, you got to maintain that lifestyle,
but we're not together anymore, though. That's what I don't understand.
Our life changes. Couple splits up. Things are different.
I know.
It's not the same. So the money does not stay. And again, my disclaimer is I'm an advocate for child support. But
so do you think that Alex Rodriguez and all those people are supposed to just go, okay, well, I'll give you $2,000 a month?
But no, here's the thing, though. But this is what you got to remember, though.
Blink, blink.
There's people, though, out there. Like, I have a friend of mine. I'm not even going to say his name. But he told me, he was like, I don't pay child support for any of my kids. I was like, why is that? He goes, because I take care of everything. So if I take care of everything, why do I need, he goes, if I take care of everything, he goes, why do I need to get white people in my business?
Okay, but that's that's subjective. What does take care of everything mean?
As if he
Because
was in
I
a
was
relationship is
thinking-
what it sounds like
As
to
if
me.
he was still with his
Right.
lady. He takes care of
Right.
everything. So it's like, why do I need to send the government a check that they're going to take a piece of that and then give the rest of that to my kids if
Well,
I take care of everything?
If his lady is okay with it, that's fine. But I think in general, it's men that have to pay child support, and a lot of them dodge it, try to get out of it any way they can, have back child support up to thousands and thousands of dollars. So,
No, you're right.
hey, that's why you're going to pay child support.
But it's
Well, here's
not
the thing.
always men. So let's not.
It's not always
create-
men, but I can guarantee you
doubles-
the majority.
Well, that's fine though.
of
But
people
what I'm
that pay
saying
child support are
is when it
men.
comes to women, it's looked at a little differently. We look at this thing like it's a man thing, and that's why I'm saying there's loopholes in it, and it's sometimes can be unfair, or sometimes looked as if the men are being taken advantage of. But what if the shoe's on the other foot? I know there's some women out there that pay.
Mhm.
Halle Berry, I think she pays child support or maybe spousal support. I don't know, but it's different. And the kids are with the dad, and the dads are looked at as,
Well,
you know
what it
filth.
is? It's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like sexist and
It is.
gender
It
roles,
is.
and
No,
guys are
yes.
supposed to do these things and take
No,
care of it.
Yes,
So if you
Jess,
bounce,
no, Jess, you're exactly right, because here's something else I have. He goes, here's the reason why child support seems unfair to dads. Child support is built on the presumption that one parent, mothers, care for the child while the other, the father, pays for them. This shoehorns men and women into sexist roles, with
Mhm.
men forced to being the breadwinner. So it's
Right.
it's
but
defying
that's how it
gender
was
roles.
historically. The
That
men
don't make it
worked,
right.
the women
It
stayed at
doesn't
home
make it
and
right. It
raised the
doesn't make
kids.
it right at all.
Right.
It doesn't make it right, but that's how it is. So,
Especially with this new women out here today that
but guess what? Guess how
I don't
many?
need a man.
Guess how many people are not paying child support?
A
Are
lot.
not doing what
A lot.
So
there does need to be something there to reinforce that. I agree
right.
with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But like I said, the rules and regulations are so up and down, and they're everywhere. It's hard to follow.
Right.
So where do certain people fit? Men, women, all the same, but it's too many loopholes. It's
Right.
easy to wiggle out of it sometimes if you pay your lawyer enough, but
But Charles, isn't it? It's kind of like you don't have to file for child support. You don't have to do those things, right?
that's what we were saying in Kale's
So-
friend situation. He
Right. It's
doesn't file for child
Right,
support,
it's
or
a
the wife or the lady
choice.
doesn't file for child support because he does everything. It's no need to bring that into the.
yeah, but there are guys that say they do everything, but
If
you
she's
need
happy,
to be slapped with papers.
no. If
'cause you're
she's
not.
happy, that could be a situation that's not that bad. Or
right? If it works for both of them, that's great. But as far as celebrities go and all that kind of stuff, you gonna pay that child support.
See, I think
You?
what it is.
I don't
I
like
think
that.
You?
what it is that they
It's
just
cheaper to keep her at this point.
It is, yeah, it's cheaper to keep her. I think part of it too, you guys, is that I think they should just adjust the percentage, because I think it's like, I'll have to look it up. I think I might be wrong, but is it 35% of your income or something like
why
that?
is there even a percentage?
It's a
I
percentage of your
don't-
income that you have to pay. It's like 30 or 35. I think I might be completely wrong.
Because
So like,
it's
don't
for-
quote me. But the thing is, Jess, is Marcus and I both, as men and as fathers that take care of our children and take care of our families,
Mhm.
both agree that you need to take care of your family at the end of the day. But then you have people like, what's her name, Brittany Renner or whatever, Bundle
Yep.
of Brittany,
Mhm.
who pretty much like scammed. Was it PJ? The guy plays for the Charlotte Hornets.
The young basketball kid, I feel for.
Yeah,
him.
the young
He's-
basketball
yeah.
cat. So pretty much what she
I don't know
did.
the story. She scammed him.
Well, she had a
Well-
baby, and then she left him as soon as she had the baby.
Yeah, and was hold on, let me find it.
Okay.
Right. And that's a good plan. As a woman,
She's a hustler.
right.
See,
but that's okay,
that's the thing.
right?
Right,
Do
right.
you know
See,
how
but-
many dudes get girls pregnant and then leave while they're pregnant?
Listen, here's a
They're
quote
not
from
getting
her.
money from it,
Here you
though.
go, here you
It's
go.
not
So
a
what?
business.
Well, I
plan
know it's
to-
big money. There's a difference, but still, I'm just saying.
Jess, she had a post that she had
can
put
do it
up
too.
like a few weeks back, and people were like enraged, right? And so
Yes.
it goes, Brittany Rayner scams athletes for easy pay because they don't wear condoms. NBA Twitter widely speculates that PJ Washington could be paying annually up to $2.4 million in child support. Okay, like
So it's a known fact that
Right. So,
she
right.
just got pregnant, right?
She's posting about it, saying these things.
like I got him.
Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Now, granted, at the end of the day,
Well, that's a different
Instagram
circumstance.
model.
at the
more
end of
power
the
to
day,
her.
though,
I don't.
but here's the thing, though. At the end of the
guess.
day, though, especially being an athlete, you know what I'm saying? You're a walking bag. You need to have people around you that's going to protect the investment at the end of the day. Okay. And you can't sit here, but you can't sit here and just every little chick or every Instagram broad that gives you play, you're about to jump on them and just be shooting the club up. You know what I'm saying? Because then
he
then at
has
the end
to
of the
be
day-
responsible.
right. At the end of the
Were
day,
they
like
dating
as a
for a long
you
Yeah.
gotta
time?
be responsible for yourself.
I don't know how long.
How long
but
were they dating? I mean, there's so what? How long were they dating?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, but if they were dating for a long period of time,
They were dating for long enough.
Okay,
And
wait,
they
here
were
we go.
Married,
Here we go.
right?
Washington
were they
announced. Wait.
Yeah.
You guys, I got you. Wait, here we go. Washington announced his relationship with Instagram model Brittany Rayner in the middle of 2020. The couple seemed to be going strong, welcoming a child in May of this year. However, they've fallen apart in an intervening period and have split up, leaving Washington's son's custody rights up in the air.
well,
So
that's-
they were together like
I don't know if they were married, but
they weren't
That's-
married, but they weren't together long.
okay. Well, if you want to go that route and just be with Instagram models, I mean, where did he find this chick?
wait a minute. So you're taking all the responsibility off of Miss Brittany, and she's in the clear for being
Oh no, she's dead wrong for doing
hustler?
that. She is
all
dead
about the
wrong.
bag.
She's dead wrong. But
Like, how's that empowering for women? I just need to know. Because there's a lot of shit out here that's like, oh, we're and there's no knock on women, but it's like, it's empowering, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of slimy and degrading.
it kind of is, but we're shortchanged all the way around as women. So
That's true too. I
No,
agree.
wait a minute. Let's
some
stay
way.
on task, though, Kel.
what?
No, like,
We are talking about, this situation.
But
We're
that's
not talking about the history.
Right. Well, maybe she's
Of
been
women.
shortchanged.
That's not
and
our
has
problem, and that's
experienced a
not
lot
the
of
law's
stress
problem and the judge's
strain.
problem.
And she's with this athlete goes, all right, I'm going to fuck you with no condom.
And just because he's an athlete, that makes him
It takes two.
a
It's
scholar.
both of their
I
fault.
know,
So
exactly.
he can't be crying fucking boo-hoo.
But he is
lesson learned.
the one that is being hit financially. She has the baby.
Oh, so you're saying that he's suffering now.
Yes. In his pocketbook. Yeah.
his pockets are suffering.
Yeah.
He should have known.
And now she's
But
winning.
it's like, so,
He
but then
should
it's
know.
like, oh, it seemed like their relationship was so, I mean, he could have honestly been like, yo, this girl, I like her. She really likes me. Like, oh, this is cool. Like, maybe she might have even pillow talked him and said, hey, you know what? My past, I'm trying to put that all away and just be with you. And like, I really want to blah, 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 blah. These girls, you gotta remember, this guy's an athlete, and no knock to athletes, but a lot of these very young athletes are emotionally immature. Everyone knows that about young athletes, especially a lot of those really young NBA
I
guys.
don't know.
So,
For
like,
some reason,
Might have told him, you know what I'm saying? Like, told him what he wanted to hear, and she's pregnant now and has a child and is
I mean, it
getting
happens.
paid.
I was gonna say it's the kind of sounds familiar a little bit.
Let's not act like those stupid ass athletes, right? Nah, but I would say that let's not act
But I
like
stayed. I stayed.
I know that men can be dogs, and we leave women with the kids, and we do this and we do that. But
there's moms that do it too. There's moms that do it too.
Not act like where we're at now in the culture that it's not about the bag, and more women than we probably realize are a part of this type of energy that, okay, I see a victim and I can prey on him, young athlete, probably a square in college and high school.
Did you just call him a victim? You call them victims?
He is a victim of this certain
How is he
situation.
a victim of not wearing a condom?
Because she left as soon as she got the baby. You don't think that was a plan, or that wasn't part of it? You know what?
He should have. It's both.
Jess,
They're
she
both.
might. I know, but Jess, she might
though.
have even been like, "You don't need that. I love you." Damn. All right.
Well, no, kidding.
Hey, man, listen.
But still.
Most
I don't
people
like
remember,
those. I don't like those.
Listen, there is a thing called post-nut clarity, okay? And
Yikes.
it's after you do your thing, and all of a sudden reality comes back in, and you're like, damn.
Well, and your heart drops, and you don't sleep for a couple days thing, after that.
Okay?
Right.
Okay,
damn.
so then well,
he's going off of experience here.
Well, no, here's the thing though. I have another question for you guys, because I've seen this like meme go around the internet for a while now, and I've seen people put it in comments. I've seen it all over the place. I want to know how you guys feel about this. How they say nowadays, in the age that we live in, since dating is weird and what have you, it's that people say men date for looks, women date for security, for financial security. Excuse me. Like, do you guys feel like we live in that age now, where it's like you have social media, so it's like, God, oh, look at her butt,
I get it.
Look at her. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing too, the saying that I remember even Superhead said this on a podcast once, because Superhead had been with everybody. She goes,
I'm like,
especially when it comes to athletes and celebrities, she goes, the reason why a lot of these guys on that level mess around with the same chicks, it's because other men want to be associated with other great men. So for instance, like when she was married to the guy that played the son on Family Matters, but at the same time, every dude she's ever been with, she said, hey, I still have to go see Lil Wayne. Like, I still go see Wayne. If Wayne calls me in the middle of the night, I'm going to go see Wayne. And she even said, she goes, I don't know why these guys even would even put up with that, because there's men that want to be associated with other great men. So how do you guys feel about that? Very loaded question.
I don't know. I think I don't know. What is wrong? It's not right. But it's okay.
From what side?
Damn it, Jessica.
It isn't right.
I'll say this.
Like you're okay because you want to be. What the foot?
No, the what it comes down to, I think nowadays, maybe even back.
And he doesn't care about Superhead anyway. Whoever, are you kidding me?
He was married to her.
Men care more than you think.
Married Superhead?
Men care more than you think, and that is,
he married her. He was married to her, but he physically abused her though. I think he was like knocking her around, but they were married.
This is the thing, though. Men care more than women think, and women deep down
do ya
know that. So women tend to use their superpowers against men, right?
What are our superpowers?
You know what your superpowers are.
The power of the pussy.
Corinne Steffens knows what her superpower is. So when it comes down to the clout and being associated, it's on both sides. The women, they want to be associated with the life. They want to be associated with men that, are perceived as doing big things or being.
I really think that's not the norm.
I think
social media has made it like the standard, but I don't think that's how it is. Women aren't just walking around like, oh, I need me a baller.
Women, and he doesn't have to be a baller. Like I said, there's levels to it. Women want to be associated with a man in some situations. I'm not saying all situations, but a man that commands a certain amount of respect or maybe even to stand out in the room. But a guy that I guess, is a man's man. And you talk about this gender type of stuff, but women in some cases are still attracted to that. And that's what they're looking for. And that's what they gravitate to. Maybe it's because of what they're saying on TV every day and social media and all that kind of stuff. But it's
and that's just how it's been, where the men take care of the women.
Right.
So but
it doesn't make it right though, because when we talk about gender and each sides are complaining, but they're still part of that same energy. I want to be associated with a man that does have all the women or does have all the money. But
why would you want to be associated with a broke dude?
Because you love him and you like his smile.
Okay. Yo,
this is not Shanice. So
no. Marcus, what did Eddie Griffin say on the Dr. Dre on 2001? Whatever happened to falling in love with a nigga with a bus pass? Because you love the nigga.
Well, that still happens. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not cool,
it's
right?
More
you just said it.
Though. It's not what
who wants to be with somebody that's broke?
Well, everybody. And remember, women that chase men for money, there's probably some underlying stuff. You just don't know. You
That's
just
true.
don't know. I wasn't going around looking for dudes with money. I was the one dating dudes with bus passes while people I knew were dating athletes.
But if a guy had a nice car, if a guy was able to participate in buying the drinks and take you out,
that's a bonus.
Right. But that is attractive, is all I'm saying, though.
Right. It's a bonus because we have stuff to add to the relationship, too. Why would a man who has all this stuff go for... It's both ways.
Jess, in your defense, is it more like it's not just, he has a bunch of nice stuff or he has a good job. It actually shows, well, I like him because he looks like he has ambition.
Right. Yes.
Because I understand that. I understand what women want to date a man with ambition.
No, it's not a way out because that's right.
No, and I get that.
Women, we're on the come up and we're on our way up. And we want somebody that is equally yoked. Hey, a woman that has a solid career and money might be looking for somebody else with a solid career and money. So it's just, there's many nuances and
that is okay. That's okay to be looking for somebody with money. But all I'm saying is that
looking and sucking and hoping
that it can be tough. It can be tough on both sides. And I don't know what I would do on the dating scene nowadays. Is scary.
Hey, one last thing before we wrap up, I want to talk to you guys about. I don't want to go too long on it, but how do you guys really feel though about that spousal support thing? If we're both,
once again, there's levels. Layers.
But that's the thing that was what is that? All right, we're both, if we have joint custody of a kid, right?
Yes.
I get the kid half the week, you get the kid half of the week.
That's not that's child support. We're talking about spousal support.
But no. But what I'm saying is though, which means that we both should be working and both doing what we should do to support the kid and our lifestyles. Why should one or the other be the one supporting the lifestyle?
Well, sometimes people are just assholes and will file for spousal support just to do that. Some people, like we were talking about earlier, have been afforded a particular lifestyle for a long time. They want spousal support. Just think, even I don't know. I'm trying to do both. Be equal here, like a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home mom, and you've got, a spouse with a whole bunch of money, and you leave them.
What was Britney Spears' dude's name?
Kevin Federline got paid. He's getting K-Fed was getting.
Well, this is what happens.
Excuse me, I forgot K-Fed. I forgot how much he was getting, but K-Fed was getting paid.
Because they got a bunch of kids, and I think he was getting spousal support. I don't know, but
spousal support. He was getting paid.
I'll say this again: to have a kind of overall thing that's an umbrella for everybody is what I think the issue is with this topic. breaking it down and having these percentages and stuff, it doesn't work for all situations. So it needs to, more time needs to be put in this. You got to massage this and really go through exactly what the nuances is in this relationship and how this thing needs to work. As far as the spousal support.
Well, that's where you have
and child support too.
Your lawyers and all that kind of stuff.
I know, but the law is kind of one-sided. That's just from my point of view, and I don't know it like that because I'm not in it. But from what I hear,
is any law fair and
not
just?
so much. But when it comes
anything?
to the situation to where we play these gender roles, to where in most situations the male is bringing in the money in these situations, right? And then he has to give the money to his lady.
I was your lover and your secretary. It's the. Or how about I just burn your whole fucking house down? So
now I get though now those guys that only pay like $50 a month type of shit in child support,
cool.
like
no,
that's disrespectful.
I don't agree with that.
Let's get that out the way. That's disrespectful as hell. Like $100, $50, like bro, come on, like you're not gonna be able to even feed your kid for like 2 days, not even a day, off like $50. So that I understand, but yeah, I just think there's in some big situations, there's people getting gouged, man. I mean, gouged.
But we don't make the rules. Who the fuck?
I know you don't make the rules, but I think
There's
that's when that's what I'm saying. Make a change in the system, because depending on how much you make, that percentage should be adjusted.
I think it's about the situation.
I don't
what
think
does the kid
I don't think
need?
it's just a one.
I know.
A certain.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be this umbrella that just
right.
It's this and this is the law. Every situation needs to be evaluated. That's going to take funds. That's going to take people. That's going to take time. But I think if we want to be fair, it's going to take a lot of work, because right now it's too easy for both sides to take advantage of. Right. But that's just me and my thoughts.
But if I'm with you for like 20 or 30 years. You're gonna pay,
but depending on how the relationship ends, etc. So I'm saying,
what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. So if we ever split up, it's 50-50. I get half.
Mm-hmm. If
now
it's about time for me to go anyway.
Wait, real quick though, aren't there situations though where a woman might get half, but still get spousal support too? Like, does that happen?
I would say yes.
Because if that happens, that's fucked up. Like, that's super fucked up.
You can already get like a sum. You can,
there's a loophole for everything.
Hey,
this could go on forever. I like this conversation though.
This is just, it is what it is. So if you don't want to pay child support, put a condom on. If you don't want to pay child support,
not that easy.
Stick with, it's cheaper to keep her. If you don't want to pay child support,
not that easy, because I could easily say,
if you want to pay child support, stop lusting.
Don't lay with a man that you don't want to stay with. I mean, if we go,
but here's my other thing. It's not that easy. And just as Black people and just people of color, the three of us. And this is just going, I guess it's just going out to people in general. It's so funny how people, and I've always thought this was weird, how people are so concerned about, God, I don't want to get her pregnant. I don't want to get her pregnant. Yo, how about you worry about not getting burnt or not getting HIV or, you know what I'm saying? Like getting a venereal or getting herpes.
Getting something that's for life. Yeah. You don't want that.
Like people are so like, oh, well, man, like, well, she's a hoe, but man, I just don't want to get that bitch pregnant. You don't want to die, like, or lady, like, or some dirty ass nigga, like
financial.
I don't know, man. I don't think
or
people don't think about that shit.
That in most situations, because younger men, we have this Superman complex. Kel, it's not gonna happen to us. It's not gonna be us. But I don't want to come out my pocket though. I don't want nothing cutting into my check.
Okay, well then.
But it takes two to tango. So the women.
That was the point.
Ain't thinking the same thing either. I could die from this.
Hey, you know what though? It starts at home, because I remember when my mom told me, she goes, son, just don't bring nothing home. Don't bring no small packages home in the form of a child or a disease. And I'm like, say no more.
That's
Oh, well,
good
I didn't even
parenting.
get that type of education.
That's the birds and bees conversation I had with my mom,
I love it.
and I'm like, say no more.
I love it. I
Mine
love
was-
it.
So
Just don't have sex.
Because Jesus don't want you to.
Just don't do it. Yes, and Jesus doesn't want you to do it because you're gonna.
I think
go to
my
hell.
mom knew I was gonna have sex though. I'm a boy. Like I
You're
think my
a
mom
boy,
just knew,
blah,
like you're a
blah,
guy,
blah.
like you're gonna do that. So
Boys
look,
will
this
be
is what you need to
boys,
know.
right?
Right, boys
That's
will be
another
boys.
show.
That makes me gag.
Yeah, about that double standard.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about.
I don't like that.
too.
That boys will be boys shit.
no.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, boys.
All right. Well, this was a good episode, you guys. We are definitely going to have to revisit this. And you know what? Next time we revisit this, I'm gonna get a family lawyer to join that.
That would be good. That would be very
That-
good.
That would be good.
That would
That's
be
what I'm
very
gonna do.
good.
I'm gonna go through the Rolodex and I'm gonna try to see if I can find someone or know someone that's a family lawyer because I think that'd be really good. So,
Right.
this was good. Truly Unruly. My name's Kel, Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. Of course, follow the page, Truly Unruly _podcast on Instagram. Follow Marcus _Trufant on IG. Follow Jessica _Trufant on IG. And follow me. I'm media _Kels. Watch us every Sunday on the Converge channel. Of course, you can listen to us on all streaming platforms. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a review, of course. And if you want to watch the visual, you can watch us on Marcus Trufant's YouTube channel. So please subscribe or just look us up, Truly Unruly Podcast on
Because
YouTube.
he's the breadwinner.
Because he's the bread. You are. I was on the roll with my spiel, and you just fucking just came in.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, till next time, y'all. Peace and love.